Hey, peace, world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. Let's jump right into some bite down boxing coverage. I know I've had more videos than normal, but it's a fight of the year. You know, in many regards, all regards. Teofimo Lopez and the new Teofimo Lopez, the 23-year-old undisputed lightweight champion of the world now, took down Vasily Lomachenko just 2 days ago with scores of he had one the card that's in it's being heavily criticized is Julie Lederman. She had a 119-109. Only gave one round to Vasily Lomachenko. So earlier today on At the Fights, the Monday night show, the Monday and Friday night show on Fight Nation with co-hosts Randy Gordon and Jerry Cooney, they had David McWater on there of Split T Management. Now, if you don't know who McWater is, he's a pretty powerful guy. I mean, he's becoming a pretty powerful guy. Obviously, when you have a lightweight champion, undisputed lightweight champion of the world at 23 years old who just knocked off a top 3 pound for pound guy, that helps. But these guys are doing a lot of damage in the Midwest in terms of the talent that they're acquiring and leading. Charles Conwell is one. His brother Isaiah Steen, Otha Jones the third. Trying to think of some other guys that everybody would know. Damn. I'll just leave it there. Stop while I'm ahead. But like I said, hell, I think Boubacar Silla, a welterweight out of Cincinnati, he might be with Split T. Also with McWaters, there's also Tim Newhouse. I see him at some of the fights, and then there's another skinnier, taller gentleman, slender guy. I can't remember what his name is, but they do quite a bit of work, man. And Otha Jones Sr. or maybe that's Junior, the father of OJ3. He swears by McWater's negotiating ability. McWaters came to the forefront when they were talking about Teofimo Lopez getting a couple extra bands, 100 bands. And with Conwell, they were, and I don't know how this works with the Ali Act and any of that, but Split T was actually moving into putting together a card back at the beginning of the COVID situation, the pandemic, for another guy I think they have is Rolando Vargas, maybe out of Milwaukee. But they were in putting together a card to showcase these fighters, Conwell, Steen, and Vargas, and OJ3, I think, was going to fight on there as well. So, they got a nice roster. I hate using the word stable sometimes, but they got a nice roster of guys. I don't like calling people livestock. But anyway, he was on At the Fights. And we don't give a lot of credit. We don't give a lot of consideration to some of these guys. I'm gonna say white guys, the businessmen. We don't always think they know what the hell they're doing or what they're talking about in terms of looking at the talent, analyzing the talent, understanding what's going on in the ring. But his commentary, his analysis, his assessment of what was happening, I thought was interesting to hear. Like, if he's approaching any of these fighters, he knows something. He knows something. But couple of quotes. Let me get the time together since I've rambled on. Specifically, he said that I know Julie Lederman is being excoriated right now for that card, but he said, and I quote, "She's the best judge in the game." So they were really comfortable when she was named one of the judges. He also said that he turned around to Teofimo Sr. after they announced the other two cards, when they got to Julie Lederman, he turned to Teofimo Sr. and told him, "Here's the real card. This right here is going to be the real card." And we know that that's kind of the outlier, but that's what he said. And then he said, it was one other comment that he made about her, but basically, he was just like, that's who we roll with. Whatever she says. If she would have had it either way, he said they would have been extremely more than comfortable with that because they feel like she's a phenomenal judge. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't agree that it was a 119, 109 card. Bob Arum doesn't either. Obviously, Team Lomachenko didn't. But there are some things, if you go back and look at that, if you look at the CompuBox, when we get into these low volume rounds, and you're considering are 3 jabs and a power shot, is that more than 2 power punches landed by the other person? Or if it's a round that's separated by 5 punches, but one person like lands a shot that really rocks the guy, he's gonna get that round. So it's we have the criteria. I think it's 4 of them for scoring fights, but in a lot of situations, man, the best punch is going to give that person a round. In my experiences, when it's nip and tuck like that, and so But anyway, that's what they thought about Julie Lederman. Of course, it was in their favor. So, her scorecard was heavily in their favor. And is one of the reasons why, there won't be a lot of clamoring for, for a rematch. And we go from there. Hey, man, knock it off. So, just a couple of notes real quick. In some of her previous decisions, she had Derevianchenko over Danny Jacobs narrowly. She had Badu Jack over Pascal. I agree with that one. I think I might have even had Derevianchenko over Jacobs. Now that I think about it, that was one of the fights I believe I actually scored. She had Rungvisai over Chocolatito. I didn't agree with that one. She had it narrow though. It was like 114, 113, or 114. I think it was something like that. Or maybe it was 113, 111. I don't know. It was because of a couple knockdowns in there and whatnot. She also had Tony Harrison over Jamel Charlo, very narrowly. And in those, that's just 4 right there. Like I said, I thought most of those were fair. So she's not incompetent, Like I said, I know she's being excoriated right now for her performance Saturday night. I'll just say this and I'll get off of here. I happened to watch, just as an anecdote, I happened to watch the first Canelo and Triple G fight in a barbershop down in Cincinnati. And everybody in that barbershop thought that fight was not close in favor of Canelo. The barber who was there is actually a boxing coach, owns the shop or runs the shop, one of those, family shop or whatever. But he had Canelo. We must be the rarest group of 20 dudes or 12, 14 guys who all had it in favor of Canelo. I know I'm one of the weirder. I seem like I'm one of the rare cats that says I had it the other way. I had Triple G win in the second fight, and Canelo win in the first. But so I was saying, I might have had that one 7-5 ish. Some people in there had it 8-4, 9-3. So I'm saying what was that? Adelaide Bird, who had the wide card in there. You hate to mess with these guys' future, but it's understandable sometimes to see these cards a little different or a little off based on where they sat, where the action took place, where certain punches were thrown. But I'm like I said, that card, in my opinion, is somewhat indefensible. But I think, you know, when you can give away that many cards, you allow a judge to get into a rhythm of seeing it one way. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Like I said, that doesn't help her out. You know, nobody gives a damn what I say. But you know, people see cards differently, man. People see cards differently. I don't think she should never be able to work a card again. We see Adelaide Bird has been working those top ranked cards in that building. She's been busy, active this summer. And so, and even had a good card a couple fights ago for somebody. And then lastly, no one said anything about that first fight where Teddy Atlas had Triple G. He had it, what? 118, 110. He had the same card, but opposite. You know, and it wasn't that wide in that favor. But no one said anything about Teddy Atlas. Maybe nobody cares about Teddy Atlas anymore. Anyway, that's it, man. I just wanted to pass along what McWater said earlier tonight on at the fights. I'm out. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Peace.